As an electrical contractor, it is your responsibility to assure your field workers have the things they need when they need them. Things like material, tools, equipment, and information. If you and your team do not make this happen, it will surely impact your schedule and profit margin. In 2015, I was hired to manage the construction of this solar project. It required casting 128 concrete columns and capping them with 32 concrete beams, many of which were 300 feet long. This required pumping 1,409 yards of concrete up 5 stories to the top deck. On the first pour of the project, the crew showed up on the top deck. The concrete trucks and pumps showed up and got in position. Concrete was pumped to the top deck, and the concrete crew realized they forgot to bring up an extension cord for the vibrator. Everyone waited. Once the cord arrived, work continued. As the concrete started flowing again, some concrete was spilled on the deck. This is when they realized they forgot to bring a shovel and water hose for cleanup. Needless to say, the client representative was not impressed. The next night, I showed up on the deck with a checklist of every item they needed to do their work and made them physically show them to me an hour before any trucks arrived. That's why we added checklist items to our construction scheduling software. Trusting field leaders to make sure they have everything organized for their crews is not enough. You need to trust, but verify. None of these tasks should be started until all of these action items have been checked off. Now you can log in and verify that every checklist item has been addressed before the series of tasks begin. Having materials on site and verified is particularly important. That's why we created the material offset to ensure that your crews verify and address material needs several weeks in advance to avoid last-minute rushes to the supply house. For your crew's convenience, they can click right on the action item and bring up things like materials lists and drawings right in the field. This is another of the ways our Profitability software can help keep your projects on track for a profitable delivery.